Good morning. It's Saturday morning and the sunshine is out today, which feels good. I was up and straightening Charlene, and then I am actually driving to a Love's right now. I want to top off my propane. It's actually been cold at night here, and I have been turning my heater on, and so I just want to make sure I have enough propane. And yeah, I just feel like driving. And sorry for the audio. If you watch the review on the whatever it is, I didn't realize. So I use my external mic because when I don't use it, then my voice isn't loud enough. But I used it and I had clipped it like right here on a pocket kind of, and you know, when I'm talking I didn't realize like I'm leaning like this, and so it sounds like muffled and stuff. People thought I was on the GoPro too. It wasn't as bright. Well, it wasn't a sunny day yesterday. I usually try and plan my videos around sunny days, but it just wasn't sunny yesterday. So yeah, that's that. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I did the ear thing last night. My ears are clean as a whistle. There was nothing in there. So, but they're back to normal anyway. And yeah, I feel better today. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and then Monday is Christmas. I work tonight at Walgreens. I'm gonna drive to Love's, and then I'm going to, I need to get some change at the laundromat to do change back here, or to do laundry back here. I want to wash all my bedding. And then, yeah, tomorrow, I don't know. I was going to ask Keith if he wanted to do a live. Here's the thing I've been realizing. So every Christmas, I realize it's kind of this way. If you don't know, even though it's been a long time, my sister Chris passed away when she was 42. She had cervical cancer. And she was really sick over Christmas, and she only weighed like 80 pounds at that time, and she ended up not dying until mid-January. But that year, I remember after that, because Joy was always really into Christmas, and she didn't put up any Christmas stuff after that. She did a little bit later on. But you know how you don't realize that, like, that things affect you, like times of year? Do you know what I mean? When something happens. And I think I told you too, it's Maddie's birthday on Christmas Day. You know, she just died in a car accident at 23. And I think about my niece, you know, not only has she had to go through these first holidays, but not only is it Christmas, but it's Maddie's 24th birthday. So I think I'm just try to push it away, but you know, your body can't you can't push stuff like that away, put it that way. So I think it just affects me more than I think it does, or let it. So anyway, yeah, it'll be good just to take a drive today, and yeah, it's sunny. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm not even sure what's on the agenda. I don't know if Keith's planning on making dinner or making something, but I'll find out later. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So, okay, let's start the day. I plan on going to the gym today too, and I have to take a shower because I've worn this shirt for like 3 days now, if you haven't noticed. Okay, let's get on the road. Well, that's a boring day. It's funny, Vlogmas, it's like, you know, it just is another day, just like for everybody else. So sorry these are boring, and sorry I'm just in the van. I was at Love's, and I actually ended up dumping there because, so my dumping hose is right under my driver's seat, and it kind of, you know, it's off the ground like this. And a lot of times, if you don't know, when you dump, that it's like on a curb. So it's hard for me because the hose goes down and then it has to go up and over. So I have to kind of like lift it up to, and a lot of times all of it doesn't come out. I don't know if that makes sense. Instead of like, you know, if it was on a slope, then it all just comes out and, you know, it all drains, what's in the black tank and the gray tank. At the RV park, that's how it is. It doesn't all drain out. So I just did it when I was at Love's, and there was a huge Class A there. And the guy who worked at Love's came over and was talking to me because it had been there since I had gotten there, and I went in. And he said they had been parked there for like 3 days because I think they broke a radiator hose or something like that. And again, when you're traveling, and then they were pulling a car and they had a baby. And I said, listen, I'm not in a hurry. And so, yeah, I mean, that's the thing when you do van life. And just know, I know some people are afraid, like that's what they're afraid of, doing van life, or, you know, getting in an RV and stuff, because they're afraid that's going to happen. Well, here's the thing. It's a guarantee. It's going to happen. But there are so many nice people that I guarantee you somebody will help you out. Like this guy's like, yeah, I was trying to help him and, you know, get answers. And that's all I've run into since I've been on the road. And so just know, if that's what you're afraid of, just know it's going to happen. But as long as you have like, you know, AAA or whatever, I have that with my insurance, because I have RV insurance. So just so you know, I think I pay like $52 a month. But you have to remember, Charlene's at 2001, and Charlene just turned over 90,000 miles. So when I got her, she had like 56,800, something like that. And now she has 90,000. And other than me being on the road, me and Jesse drove to Colorado. That was like my first trip in Charlene. And listen, we had to go up this mountain. We went to see a friend at this camp in Colorado, and we had to go up this precarious mountain, and where there's like no fences and people are passing and stuff, and there's memorials set up because, you know. Anyway, yeah, I made Jesse drive up and down the mountain. And when we were coming back down, it had started raining, and they get like, you know, landslides. And so, yeah, that was scary. She did a great job. I'm glad I had her with me. I don't have that option now. When you're by yourself, you can't, like, you know, tell somebody. Although, you know, I know in Washington, Jesse said, you know, that, the Squamish Pass. I know I didn't say that right, but you know what I'm talking about, in Washington, that I was afraid of going over. And then I'm like, that was nothing. They have people who were literally come over and drive your car for you over it. So, yeah, there's anything out there. And that leads me to this. Somebody said, Tracey, you're talking about a job, and I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you guys my new adventure. I am training to be a flight nanny. So if you don't know what a flight nanny is somebody who takes pets. You know, if somebody buys a pet like from a breeder and they're out of state, or if they move and they can't take their pets with them, then somebody flies the pet there or drives the pet there or does whatever. And so I found this lady. I was just researching. I saw it on TikTok, and I didn't know that was a job. I mean, I guess I knew, never thought about it. And, yeah. And so I started researching, and I found this lady. She thought I found her. I just said I Googled it. And she actually, right now, is having like this beta class. So I just got in on it, and she'll actually like, because she's testing this class out, you know, to show you how to do it, and you know what you need to do and everything like that. And then she actually, you go on a flight with her so she can teach you, you know, how to make sure, like, you know, how you do it at the airport. So yeah, and it's funny, she went to the University of Minnesota for theater. And I'm like, that's my alma mater. I went there I have a political science degree from the University of Minnesota, if you don't know, and I have a paralegal degree from Inver Hills Community College. So yeah, so that was interesting. But yeah, so I just signed up for that, and I figured that would be, I love animals, but I can't have one. I mean, I can, but I don't want that commitment. And I get to travel and make money while I'm traveling. And so, yeah, that's the plan. Somebody said, Tracy, what does your resume look like? I was going to write down everything that I've done before. And tell you, you know, I worked at McDonald's. That was like my first job. Maybe not my first. I worked at, yep, it was. And then Fejo's. It was like a cafe. I was a waitress. And, oh, I worked at this like parts place. Oh, I forget what it's called. Wow. And then I was a mini soccer coach. What did I do? And then I started working in law firms. Let's see. When I moved to California, I worked for Marvel Comics because my sister lived there, so I moved there, and that's where she worked for Stan Lee. So I worked for Marvel Comics and the voiceovers and the front desk, and then in the afternoon they would drive me to the voiceovers, and I'd work over there. And then let's see, where else have I worked? All places, and lots of law firms, and then, you know, I've been a model, a makeup artist, tattoo artist, tattooing eyebrows. Gosh, I've done, let's see, I think it was a roller derby girl. Yeah. I know there's more, but anyway. Oh, and then Walgreens, pharmacy tech. Now I work out front. Actually, I'm at Walgreens right now. I have to work from 5 to 10. I'm kind of glad. I almost wasn't gonna like even just finish doing this video or upload it because I know they're boring. I'm sorry. And you know, I'm a little depressed. That's the truth. And I think the holidays, like I say, I don't think sometimes you realize like how it affects you. But they're just emotions. Do you know what I mean? Like it's okay to admit that, and you know it won't last forever, you know, and I think you just sit in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But do things like, yeah, I made myself go to the gym, and even though I really didn't want to be there, I felt better after I did it, and then I took a shower and I felt even better. And like I said, so I'm glad I have to work because it gets me out and around people and keeps me busy. And I've been really busy this past week. So, and then I think, you know, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, everything is closed. Like the gym is closed. Yeah, everything's closed. So, I think I am just going to lay in bed and just watch stuff, you know, and just be okay with that. And I know I'm not the only one, so I want you to know, and I think that's why I, you know, kind of forced myself to finish this too, and I'll get it up today, even though it's boring and I didn't do anything, but that I want you to know that it's normal. It's normal to feel like this on the holidays, especially if you don't have family, or if you don't see family, or, you know, if you're alone, or, you know, if you're going through a hard time, or, you know, like me. Well, first of all, I'm not, you know, my family, I'm estranged from most of them. Yeah, I'll talk to Joy and Jesse. And then, you know, like I said, my sister passed away. It brings that up. And then it's Maddie's birthday, and it's her first. Yeah, and then I think about Tina. So like I said, you know, there's a reason. So don't try and cover it up. You know, I'm usually bubbly, and that's my natural state. And so I know that when this happens, it's normal. You can't be happy all the time. Happy is just one emotion. There's a plethora of them. And so I'll get through it. And, you know, I got Keith to hang out with. We're going to be missing John, and John spending time with his family, which I'm happy for him. So, yeah. So I was thinking about doing a live tomorrow. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to feel. But if I do feel, you know, up to it, I'll put it on the post tomorrow and let you know. Okay? Okay. Well, I'm going to go make a sandwich so I can eat it while I'm at work tonight. And, yeah, you know what to do. Go out and make an adventure. No matter how big or how small, you have to sell everything and move into a van. It's not always an adventure, you know. It's just another day, you know, not doing much of anything. Nothing adventurous, that's for sure. Well, I guess going to Love's was adventurous a little bit. Dumping's always adventurous. Go call someone you love, especially during this time. If you think somebody's lonely, or, you know, reach out to them just to say hi, and tell them that you love them. And don't you dare. I know it's hard sometimes. It was hard for me today, and I was talking negative to myself today, and I thought, yeah, Tracey, you know, it's hard sometimes to not forget that you're magic. And it happens to everybody. Again, I just want you to know that don't beat yourself up. It's normal to feel like that. And I think especially around the holidays, because it's supposed to be happy, but it can make more people sad. Okay. Don't forget your magic. And always try and look for the good. Okay. Merry Christmas. But I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.